What is the secret to success? More discipline? Maybe managing addictions, distractions, procrastinations? What about goals, priorities, tracking your habits? These are nice. Certainly a part of success. It's good to have the right tools before you decide to build yourself a house, but they're just tools, means to an end. What's the one thing all successful people have experienced? Listen to this quote. No profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en. What does Shakespeare mean by this? Because there are plenty of ways to make money where there is no pleasure taken at all. And what about all the broke actors and broke artists pursuing their passion? So what is Shakespeare saying exactly? Here's another way of saying no profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off of you. Profit in Shakespeare is increase or gain in general, but specifically in this scene, profit means proficiency, improvement, growth, not money. This is what all successful entrepreneurs, investors, artists, actors, this is what they've all experienced. Name a successful person who hates what they do, who complains and drags their feet. Look again at your idols and ask, what have they enjoyed getting really good at doing? They've all found something they loved and gotten really good at it. No proficiency grows where there's no delight, no enjoyment, no amusement found. If you're pursuing something that feels like the opposite of delight, the opposite of enjoyment, the opposite of your muse, if you happen to succeed at this, then what are you stuck doing? Something you don't enjoy? You've only succeeded in building your own prison. Instead, turn your attention toward your delight, your amusement, your fascination, your curiosity. Then take your first step, then the next, then the next. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. Respond to every call that excites your spirit. Respond, or it'll evaporate. That call, that invitation, that big idea will either take root in you or find someone more willing. Don't put it on a to-do list for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. If you already know what it feels like to jump out of bed in the morning, to pursue a vision, some crystal clear objective within your grasp, if you've experienced that sense of urgency and watched as your talents bloom, watched as your resiliency grows, watched as your need for your favorite little distractions and these little addictive behaviors, you watch as they all evaporate because suddenly you're working 24/7 and you love it. How do you train a Labrador Retriever not to chew your sneakers? You don't yell. You don't say anything. You simply replace it with something you want her to chew. Study growth mindset, and you'll understand that you can't take away your favorite dopamine hits by sheer resolve unless you found a bigger and better replacement. Nothing compares to finding your purpose. If you're one of those lucky few who know already what Shakespeare's saying with this line, no profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en, then you have laughed out loud when people praise your discipline. Has this ever happened to you? No one understands the proper application of discipline better than the military man or woman hacking the mission. If you're pursuing discipline without a mission, you might as well just be marching around the flagpole. We happy few, laugh at this word discipline because the mission, the vision, the prophetic hallucination, the artistic impulse, The sheer joy in the doing of it, in the making of it, whatever it is, it comes first. And discipline, well, that is just a tool to get it done. To the world, you appear disciplined, but to you, you're just, well, you found your bliss, your purpose, your particular genius. Everyone has genius. Everyone has a gift to share. The thing that makes you say, I want to do something, that is the beginning of talent. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Have you ever experienced love at first sight? Can you control it? Do you get to tell Cupid when or whom? Do you have any say at all who you fall for? No. You have no control. You love what you love. These passions, they find you, and you're struck. Ask any successful person you know, when did you find out? They all have a story, don't they? When the light bulb just went on, they got bit by the bug. They found out what they loved. What you seek is seeking you. When you realize what it is you want to do, it's obvious. Did you decide to love it, to be that thing? If you think you did, wouldn't there have been a desire preceding your decision? I mean, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You can do what you decide to do, but you cannot decide what you will decide to do. Now, there is a stark difference between a failure at loving the thing you do and a failure at doing the thing you love. If it's what you love, you will not quit. Instead, you will find failure is your friend. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. The key to success is failure. The sooner you take this attitude that failure is necessary for your growth, you let go of shame and do it again. You think Michael Jordan beat himself up every time he missed a shot? Or Thomas Edison with every failed light bulb? You stop beating yourself up and instead take what's working and leave the rest. This quote, "No profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en," actually shows you how to navigate failure, the creative struggle. Your pleasure becomes the barometer of success, the compass to work through or around failure. If the script you're trying to write is making you miserable, no pleasure taken, no progress on your script. If your painting doesn't excite you, no pleasure taken, back up. Take a new direction, move on, move around the obstacle, follow your bliss. If you're stuck in any way, respond to every call that excites your spirit. No profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en. If you're stuck, find something, anything that reignites your delight and get back on track. You see how this works? People have asked Arnold Schwarzenegger why he's always smiling at the gym. I smile because I know exactly that every rep that I do, that every set that I do, every weight that I lift, I get one step closer to turning that vision of mine into reality. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. The rest is silence.